Vidargavia here, and welcome back to this Minecraft 1.18 Let's Play from the Obsidian Order. How are you doing, guys? How are you doing? Today we're starting off with this. I sort of grew tired. I grew very tired, basically, guys, of trying to live in a small, tiny cave, not having any room for anything. So I'm building myself a little starter house. I have started thinking seriously, if that makes sense, of where we're going to actually live. Like where our storage room is going to be. And I think I've even marked out a potential location there. I have some that I'm thinking about still. But the thing is, for us to build this, we need a bit more materials than we have. Oh yeah, these up here as well. You know, it's going to take a little while. So I figured, you know what? Let's just put a house down that serves two purposes. First of all, we're going to have storage here. We have a little tiny kitchen here. And this, so we're in the Badlands, right? You got to think Badlands here. There's no water. The neighboring place here is the desert over there and things like that. So here we got a pipe coming into this barrel. And then we can fill that up a little bit with water. And this is going to go, the pipe comes out here, goes underground to here, and here we need to build some sort of moisturizer, yeah? I don't know what I'm doing now, but we'll see how this turns out. Maybe it's like this. Yeah, he agrees. That's good. Oh, that man, it connects to that. That's pants. Okay, and it connects to that, so maybe we need to think this through. Maybe we need to not have it here. But one block out, right? So like this, maybe. I know this is a bit silly. This is just a throwback to Star Wars, really. Maybe we need to do that. Well, these need to go away, right? Like that, maybe even like that. Oh, you can see I'm cheating. We're going to have a basement as well here, so that's why I haven't put them in properly, those blocks yet. Maybe like that. Oh no, then that's going to connect. For Pete's sakes. Okay, so, but we'll put this on top anyway, alright? And then quite a tall antenna here. Not like that, like that. Right, and then up here we have a little collection thingamajig. Maybe like that. It looks more like an antenna, but this is what they look like sort of up top in Star Wars. Now this here I'm not quite pleased with. What does not connect with this? Could do this. Yeah, okay. But not that material. Birch. I want to say birch, right? So we're going to start with this today. Later on we're going to do something else as well. I don't exactly know what. I'm just enjoying, guys, playing on the server, you know? That's what I'm enjoying at the moment. I know we have plenty of like big projects and that ahead of us, but we've sorted out the villager trading, you know, the basis of it. And so I feel we are entitled to a day off, basically. That's what I feel like. I've worked with some other bits as well. Here, we're going to show you that in a minute as well. And I'm starting to get lots of different ideas about what we're going to build here and things like that. So it is coming together, guys, and we have big projects ahead. They're just not quite there yet. All right, there we go. This is my this is my moisturizer from Star Wars with a pipe, and then we can go and get some water as well, right? We have a bucket somewhere here. We need to finish up the roof up there as well. But I figured I'd do some detailing. Yeah, I didn't tell you what the second purpose of this house is. So it's my storage for now. Up here, and we have a kitchen here where we can cook. Well, we can actually put in some more things here. We're gonna have the storage up here. Not that way though. I feel almost as cool as Sunfire looks when I'm working with this. Because this sort of reminds me, this sort of kitchen and the stairway here sort of reminds me of his style a bit. So we have that, and then we can go up here and we're going to have our bedroom up here. Yeah. So this is our second floor, and this is also a bit of a lookout. And what is this style, by the way? Well, this style is actually copied from the iron farm that is over there. They got llamas out the window. So this is like building off of what we came up with for the iron farm, really. Yeah, the second thing is, right, we got this water elevator thing going on here. I wanted to have a better way to get down to the skeleton spawner, which now also has fancy doors. These probably need to be something else, but it's doing for now. So we can get up and down here quite fast. And this is also going to be like the public entrance to the skeleton farm. So I'm going to put a sign here saying to the skeleton farm and things like that. So if people want to come here, they can. So we need to deal with the roof up top there, don't we? And let's see, let's talk about the other two roofs that we've made already. This one is a bit sort of modern. And this one is just a lean-to. And I'm thinking, and this is not straight either. It's like it goes up there and it slants slowly down on that side. And this place is sort of similar, so we could build it like this, maybe, and have some skylights up there. We can try that anyway, right? So then we need some stairs here to start it off with. So we go up 2 like that, right? And then we go up the half slab here, and then we go down. We can't go up 2 in this case. This is a smaller roof, isn't it? So we go up 1, and then a half slab. And then maybe another half slab up. Like that. And then down, down. Down. Alright, if it pokes out like that. Does this one do that? I think this one does that. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's have a look here. We need to just fill that in. And we'll have a little look. No, I don't like that. I don't like that it pokes out there. And this needs to be a slab. How's that then? Yeah, we can live with that. So these roofs, they poke out on the gables, but not like, so it pokes out here. Oh, gosh. Pokes out here this way, but not the other way. So not on the long side, if that makes sense. And I don't know that this is actually big enough now to have any skylights. No, it's not. Well, that's fine. We can live without them. How does that look from the inside? Well, it's a bit dark, but you know what? It looks good. Yeah, I like it. That could have been a creeper up there now. Yeah, see, I like this. We can make a bedroom up here for sure. And we have the kitchen ready, and we have some furnaces here. Gonna put a blast furnace here and here, I think. And so this will be our little temporary furnace rate. And then we need a bunch of chests to put things in here. Because I am literally sick and tired of having things down in the skeleton spawner, in my cave, over at the XP farm. And also, of course, we've forgotten a chest or 2 up at the iron farm. So I want to consolidate here. Yeah, I do like this. Okay, let's see them. What do you have? What do you have? You have actually pointed dripstone. I have yet to find dripstone, and you have packed ice as well. You know what? We'll go and find it ourselves. We don't need you, mate. Yeah, so this is our starter house in our base. Moisturizer, everything going on. I'm gonna fill it up with chests and start putting things over here, I think. and then we'll look at the next thing. Alright, we're getting somewhere with this. We're getting somewhere with this. Let's just look in each chest here and put a significant item on top of it. Yeah, we can take our Bane of Arthropods sword. Although we will be using that soon, I reckon. Let's take a piece of gold for the treasure chest. This is our blackstone chest. You get a lot of, or deep slate chest, you get a lot of that stuff nowadays. Smooth stone chest. Cobble chest. Here we got the smooth stone chest. Yeah, I didn't mean smooth stone on that one, I just meant stone. Here we got our random assortment of stones. You know what, let's go for a gilded blackstone block. There we go. Here we have sand and gravel and similar blocks. Here we have terracotta, and I'm sure this will be one of those things that we need to have in the basement later. And the basement, by the way, I thought, you know, we're gonna just have a ladder here or something like that. We can sneak into it. We'll see how that goes in the end. And here we have a concrete chest. Now this I expect also to be filling up fairly soon. Dirt chest. And log chest. Crafted wooden items. This is the sort of stuff you get lots of, because you always forget about it and craft more of it and things like that. Greeneries chest. Mob drop chest. Decoration blocks. How's that? Let's put a clock here for that. And actually, let's grab this. Here we have our cartography chest. Let's plonk that there. That's not bad. Our dice chest, and this is also something I'm hoping will fill up rather soon. We're going to build farms for this. A nether chest. Redstone chest. Take one of our hard-earned redstone and put in there. Wool chest, another thing that is probably going to fill up rather soon. Magic chest. We can take our efficiency 1 book that we have laying around here. Heads chest. Let's see which one is my favorite. Piglin's head. Piglin Brute's head. Pillager head. Well, I guess since we have 2 of the Wandering Trader, we'll put him on there. And there we have it, guys. All sorted. I need to put something on top here, because I keep wandering into this thing. Into this gap, you know, and I get stuck and it's irritating. So, we now have a house. Finally, I put the map here. And speaking of maps, this is the next thing we're going to talk about, actually. In between episodes, like I said, I've been starting to try and plan out things. And so I made a bigger version of our map. This is just without enhancements at all. Like, without changing the scale from the default. So this map here that I'm holding in my hands is 128 by 128 blocks. And you know about this trick, of course, with the putting the labels on your map. You just make a banner, name it in the anvil, and right click on it with the map. So here we got our Cactus Farm. Here we got the top of the mountain, just to show you where that is. That's up there, like up there by those trees. Yeah, so the XP farm at the top of the mountain. Over here is the iron farm. You can see it here. It's a bit of blue. And it's also very smooth because we slabbed that area there, of course. And when it comes to the XP farm here, let's see here. I've been starting to dig out a little bit here, so we'll look at that in just a minute. But you can actually see part of the Cactus Farm here. It's pretty cool. And we're here at the moment by the skeleton spawner. And really, I should take this map. Hello. And I should move this banner. And that means that's you see that disappears then, right? And then we should go up and put the banner in the houses instead, yeah? Hey! There's supposed to be a block there. Yeah, there we go. Let's maybe put it here, by the descent, right? That's a good idea, isn't it? And then we just take our map, right click on it again, and we have the skeleton spawner up and running again. Well, it was up and running all along, but you know what I mean. And okay, so this map here is leads us into the next thing. We need to have some sort of big map room in our base. We're not going to do that today, but this is 4x4. The villager breeder is roughly where I'm standing now, so that's a bit off of the map. But what we can say is that everything sort of halfway onto the edge maps here is loaded when we stand around on the top of the mountain. So that's something to think about. And that's why the villager breeder is sort of outside of the map here somewhere, because we don't want that loaded at all times. It just causes lag when we're not using it. And there are some things that are going to be outside of the map and some things that are going to be inside of the map, of course. Yes. Down here you can see something as well, and I think we're going to go down and look at that next. Mentioning one more thing, I found a parrot. Well, I found him here in the Badlands, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to tame him, and he's going to be the first of probably many parrots that we're going to end up with here. And yeah, so the thing is, I have been playing a fair bit. I've been basically prepping for things to come in various ways. And one of the things that I've done is, of course, to gather a pair of animals of each type. So we have 2 cows, 2 chickens, 2 pigs, and we actually have 4 sheep, because wool is something I will need a fair bit of fairly soon. So I'm thinking maybe next time we'll make some sheep farms, and maybe get going as well with some sort of style for this base. But let's discuss that next, because if we go over to the XP farm, as you saw on the map, I've been digging out a bit here. This is what you saw on the map. The suddenly, instead of grass, the terracotta was expanded, exposed. Oh, speaking of pets, I have the cat, and I have 2 doggies, 3 doggies actually, that I've just randomly picked up while I've been traveling around here. And yeah, we're gonna make pens and living habitats for these guys, of course. And if you have name suggestions for these fellas, let me know, of course. And for the parrots, last season that type of parrot, I can't say what it's called, was called Griff. But of course, come with some suggestions. Yeah, so I put this in place as a placeholder. This is roughly how big I think our entrance should be. Could be 1 block smaller maybe, and maybe 1 block less wide, or 2. But this sort of size. So you need to see here, we need to take out this, and yeah, as you can see here, this will then conflict with parts of the skeleton. No, parts of the Cactus Farm path, and I think that's going to be fine. Alright, and this is just 1 block wide. It's going to be sort of maybe to here, wide or deep, sorry. And yeah, but I have to make it work. I think maybe we can make it a tiny bit smaller. I don't want to push it too far to the left here though, because then what happens is that I have tons of digging out to do, right? And I can't push it any further that way, and I don't want to make it too small, because it needs to be also an impressive entrance, right? And And what is this entrance? Well, actually, you know what? I might reconsider that. Anyway, have you got suggestions for how to sort this problem out? And the suggestion cannot be move the cactus and bamboo farms. Let me know in the comments in that case. Look at what I found just underneath our little house. I have been hearing bubbles, and you know, when I made the elevator for the skeleton farm, I was really worried, you know. But we might actually use this for fuel at some point, so we're not going to destroy it. In fact, we might incorporate it into the base here. Just digging out a bit, because we have a few things, like cobble and things like that, that we have a fair few chests of laying around, and I thought, you know, I'm going to consolidate all that here. Yeah. Or we might make this into our nether portal, actually, because we need to move that as well, I suppose. There we have it. We have lava in the basement. Yeah, so anyway, guys, while I'm just sort of picking stuff up and gathering stuff up from various bits and bobs and places around the server. Hello, fellas. Still frightened, are you? I mean, Connie, he is a scary guy. I thought I'd talk a little bit about my goals for this season of the Obsidian Order. I don't know. I get a little bit disgusted sometimes by people's greed. Okay? So people are really greedy, especially really on servers, I find, for some reason. Because they might be perfectly nice people in real life, and then as soon as they get on a server, they want to sell everything. So everything is suddenly a product that they can sell, and I find that to be a little bit irritating. You know, we're supposed to be sort of taking care of each other on the server here, I feel, and not fight each other. And now, as it is now, right, people might be hindered in their creativity, you know, by the fact that they can't afford all the things that they want. And so that's part of this. The other part of this is sort of that, what does it mean? What is it that we charge for? So let's say I sell mending books. What is it that I charge for? Well, I charge for the fact that I have something that they don't have. So that's one thing, one way to look at it. The other way, if let's say I sell stone or cobblestone. What is it that I charge for then? Well, in that case, you can say you charge for the time that it takes for you to gather the cobble, right? And so it's sort of different things here. There's things you charge for because you put in work, and there's things you charge for because of demand and supply, right? And so my goal this season actually is to this is a rather long-winded explanation, by the way, but I want to make sure you understand what I'm getting at here. So my goal this season is to make everything that you charge normally for because of demand and availability, is to basically make that freely available to all of the server members, provided that they are willing to put in the time. So for instance, right, I've said that my skeleton farm is free to use. That means that they have to go here and they have to actually AFK at it, and they have to actually kill the skeletons themselves. But they can have all the drops that they get. Same thing with the iron farm. They're perfectly within their rights to go here, AFK at the iron farm, and take everything that they produce while being AFK. And so that's a principle that I'm going to use for most of my farms here. And it's also fun because, like, Dom made an iron farm very early on, and then he made a shop. Now it's fun because now the server members have the option of either AFKing at my iron farm and get their iron, or not put in the time and buy iron from Don. Or of course they can also go caving, or they can build their own iron farm. So by doing this, I'm hoping that I'm increasing the opportunities, basically, for... Oh yeah, we're going to the wrong place. For the server members, so that they can find the way that suits them the best. Yeah, so that is my goal. So basically, whenever somebody opens a new shop, I try and evaluate if it's something that I want to sort of compete with at no cost or not. So typical example is Sunfire. He's selling mending books and other books. I want those books to be freely available to everybody on the server, provided they actually go to my villager breeder and get the emeralds together and then do the trading. Yeah, so that's what I want to do, because then people can choose if they want to be capitalist slaves or if they want to be free individuals that use their own labor to get what they want. So with all that said, you need to let me know in the comments what you think about this strategy. What do you think of it? So what that means, by the way, is also that I'm not going to have any shops of my own as such, right? I am going to have shops where I offer my labor, maybe, in exchange for diamonds. So for instance, I could start a digging shop where I offer to dig for people and get paid for it. Yeah? Or I could start a AFK shop where I offer to spend my time AFKing and then get paid for it. So, stuff like that I can do. Or a build shop, like where I offer my building services or my redstone services or something like that. So that's the only sort of shop that I'm going to, I think, start. Yeah, so you need to let me know, guys. What do you think of this? Is this a good idea or a bad idea? Do you think it'll be good or bad for the server, and so on? So I'm looking at this house, and it does need something else. Maybe a chimney or something coming out of here, because this is a fairly large surface. I don't think it's such a big problem, although we could add sort of random details like exterior fans and things like that. I think actually that's a good idea. Let me have a look at that. What can we come up with for an exterior fan? Yeah, it's not super obvious what it is, maybe. Or maybe it should be the other way around. Let's try that instead. It's a little bit of a detail. And the thing is, when you're decorating in Minecraft, I always find that you don't need to make things perfect, for sure. People will use their imagination, and if you tell them something, they usually agree to it. Yeah. So if you say that this is not a stair, this is a chair, they'll usually buy it. You know, we want to agree with things like that. You know, because it helps us with the immersion. You don't always have to explain these things. It can just be a thing that's coming out of the wall there. It should probably go inside of the wall as well. So we'll go and knock a block out upstairs. And it'll just come to there, and that'll be good. And we can do something with it later, maybe. We'll see. You know what? We can just put a how about a dropper on top of it? Then it looks like it's something. It's a thingamajig that makes the undufter go around. Yeah, that's what it is. And we can add some more things like that later on. I'll probably faff around with it and see what I come up with. From this direction, I think the house looks splendid. We got these 3 different heights. Different roofs on each side here. From this side, it also looks cool. It looks quite modern from this side, I think. And it's sort of interesting. This is going to sound weird. It's interesting that there is like a basement window and then no window up here, I think. This side, the house looks like we have to look at this side, I think, from the top a little bit. And so from this side, I think it looks good. It looks like it's hidden in the hill, which it also is. And this is a bit tall and narrow maybe, so like I said, maybe we'll add some more detail to that side. And yeah, it still looks a little bit weird. I mean, I like this detail, and that as well. But it needs something more, maybe in this around this corner here or something like that. And on the inside, I think we're getting ready now. We're getting done. We have our storage. It looks nice. I think I'm gonna try and put a little auto smelter in here, and then we have our kitchen. We can actually keep our food here. I do, sillily enough, have a chest for food here. I might move that over to here and just have that as our pantry. We can do for sure more things up here, you know. We can have a barrel, since we happen to have one. We don't have any slabs, but we could have like a stair with a little flower on it and some bits like that. And then we have our air conditioning. That's what it is. This is our aircon. Yes. We have our air conditioning unit up in the bedroom so we can sleep. You know? It's awesome. Oh, dear. We have our vaporizer so we can get some water in here. I should make some bottles and grab a couple of... I should grab a little bit of water, because water shouldn't be... We shouldn't have an abundance of water, you know what I mean? Like that. So we have some water trickling in. And yeah, we have a plethora of tool things here. We could do something more in here, I suppose. Well, I mean, this does not need to be here, nor that. This is a bit plain, I suppose. We can make... which block is it that gives you an arrow? Pink terracotta or something like that. We could put that in there maybe, and or maybe an up arrow there and a down arrow there or something like that. Let me know in the comments which block that is, and I'll try and make it happen. Up here we can do some more things, by the way. We can have, we can have paintings. We can have all sorts of things here. Maybe shelves with more storage, or shelves with flower pots and things like that. Again, let me know in the comments what you think I should try and add. Yeah. But that's gonna have to be it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!